Hey, what you doing? It's time for another episode of Freedom of Speech on the dime with your girl Pleasure Time, and it's starting right now. Ooh, you gotta say that. Do you hear that, Hello, somebody. Let's talk about it. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Freedom of Speech, live from the studio here with your girl, Shelly.
What up, though?
It's been a minute. We got all the audio and stuff finally fixed. Girl, the topic of discussion. Is you ready?
Mm-hmm.
People don't check the people they need to check. They check people that's easier to check. Do I need to switch it around for y'all to break it down a little bit for y'all?
Come on, bring the facts. Come on, facts.
Other words, I will say, people don't go off on the people they need to go off on. They go off on people who it's easier to go off on. They ain't gonna deal with real issues. They gonna scratch the surface.
Right. And it mostly happens when you ask somebody their opinion about the person they need to go off on. And when you let them know and they give you your opinion, you give them their opinion, that's when they decide to go off on you instead. Don't you need to be trying to go off on the person who you complaining about?
Or, in my case, if you was the only one who decided to voice your opinion, and everybody else decided to, what they say, close a deaf ear or close a blind eye, what they be saying. But you go off on the person that told you how everybody else felt. Let me tell y'all something. Social media was put there by the devil to rob, destroy, and kill you. Okay? That's what it's doing to your relationships. That's what it's doing to your family. That's what it's doing to your jobs. Do we need to go on? Some of you guys' livelihoods, lifestyles, your hustles have been all blown up because you decided to broadcast it on social media. So let me rewind that for you. Because see, you're not the only one who did it, because I've been on social media and broadcasting and everything. But see, baby, I woke up. I realized I saw social media for what it was. Okay? It's entertainment.
Facts.
Because half of y'all ain't doing the shit that you posting. You ain't living the life you posting. You're filtering, photoshopping, all those different things. But when someone calls you out on your shit,
Well.
Ain't no sense of being mad at the messenger. I tell y'all, the messenger always gets shot, but baby, I got on bulletproof and I shoots back. So I'm not, for one, I'm never going to apologize for how I feel, because you can't tell me how to feel. For two, stop setting characteristics or precedents for people and then get mad when people don't live above other people's expectation to take them off that shit stool that you put them on with that person anyway. In other words, if you told me for 20 years that your girlfriend gets on your nerves, and then about year 4 of the 20, y'all married, but every day from the 5th year on to now, you tell me she gets on your nerves, she don't never do nothing, she do this, she don't, she's just a deadbeat mom and all that. Okay. So if they never treat you good or nothing like that is what you're saying, or like all relationships, they're gonna have their good and their bad, but the way you justifying this make it sound like that your bad is outweighing your good. So if something tragic happens to that person, well, the Lord don't kill them, but they sit them down for a little bit, So he sat you down for a little bit. So now he got to take care of you. Well, you got two options. He could treat you the same way that you was treating him, or because most of us women of the cloth is trying to prove a point anyway. I don't know who they're trying to prove it for, because it ain't, if it wasn't, he knows your intentions. So
Right.
So if that wasn't your point, to show them what a godly woman was supposed to do, then everything else you're doing is in vain anyway. It makes no difference. If you want someone to line up, and that's the thing, is people keep trying to get people to change, but that's how the person was when you met them. People don't change. You can, but change is by choice. But people are going to change when they want to change, not because you change. See, that person has to find a reason to change, has to find something to motivate them to want to change, have to see that the way that they're doing things is not going to get them where they want to get. Otherwise, what is the reason for the change? If I can go out and I can sleep with Peter, Mary, and Sue, and threesome with Paul's, and shitsums with Susan, and all of that, and still come home and you welcome me with open arms, then what the fuck?
Right.
You obviously said that it's okay for me to do that, because, and like I tell people are going to do what they want to do regardless. So regardless of whether we felt that person allowed that, because you can't make nobody do nothing. People gonna do what they want to do, even if you ask them not to do that. So that person did what they wanted to do. Okay. And like I tell people, karma and consequences are the same shit. I don't care how y'all look at it. If a person is drinking and driving, if a person is fucking without a condom, you know what I'm saying? If a person's just going around fucking everybody, there are consequences for your actions. Everybody know, for one, fucking is one of the things that leads to what? Diseases and kids. Boom.
Right.
Boom.
So, one or the other or both.
So you got them, all right? So you already knew that. And then if you decide to, unstrap it, then you further expose yourself to them same too. Unless you're sterile. You know what I'm saying? One way or the other. And then that could go male or female. But my whole thing is, once your laundry has been aired in the street and you've cried wolf for so long that no one believes your story, regardless if it's a true story or not, there's no sense of being mad at the people who doubted you. But why do you feel you need to prove? You know who feel they have to prove stuff to people?
People who don't believe themselves.
No, liars.
Oh, yeah, that too.
Liars is really the only person who got to prove something, because they trying to prove that it ain't no lie. But you don't got to do that with the truth.
Was it saying truth will set you free?
No, we're not saying that the whole thing, because you can say something that sound like a lie and be the dead truth. But my whole thing about the whole matter is no matter what happens in life, you can't change how somebody feel about you. If somebody don't fuck with you, it don't matter if you was in a car accident, shot, decapitated, had your legs broken, or nearly decapitated, you're probably gone. But anything tragic that happened to you that you still alive, that person is going to feel some type of remorse for you, because you're human. But if they don't fuck with you, that ain't gonna change. That shit ain't gonna change. That person is just sad to see anything that happened to anyone. That's that person. It don't matter, but for you to say it's not karma, it's not, bad shit just don't happen to folks. You see what
Right.
I'm saying? With the Bible even say there's a warning before destruction. So if you are looking at the bad things as destruction, there was your warning in there somewhere. You missed it. Was it maybe the law had already warned you and said, don't drink and drive, don't do drugs and drive?
Right.
Maybe your mom done told you don't speed, if you're married or with someone, I'm quite sure they done told you, baby, hey, I don't care what you do out there in the street. But if you ever need a ride home, I don't care where you at. Ain't nobody who loves you gonna say, if you drink, you better find your ass. They don't love you. They don't love you. Because someone who loves you don't want to see no harm come to you, no matter what you done did to piss them off.
Right.
So that ain't gonna change. Now, how I may feel about someone else, because like when I tell folks, when folks is married, if someone is married to your best friend, that person is addition. So it's a package now. You see what I'm saying? You ain't got to like that other motherfucker. You ain't even got to deal with them, but you got to respect them because of the title that they got. And you being that person's best friend, you can't say that's their best friend if you say you don't give a fuck about the person that they with. It's not that I don't give a fuck about their actions. Praise the Lord that they still alive. But it ain't gonna change how I feel about it. It doesn't say I don't love them no less. And I never once said that I didn't love the person. I just said I don't fuck with them. I ain't fuck with my own mom. That she had me.
Right.
So what you think the next motherfucker gonna mean? People think that you can't just disconnect with folks for whatever reason. If someone is toxic, it don't matter if they your birth mother, your daddy, your sister, your child. You have the right to release that relationship.
Facts.
Because if your serenity, your peace of mind, your health don't mean more than the next motherfucker, you already got a problem.
Facts. And if you sit up here not letting your peace of mind control how you feel or act about yourself, then that's an issue in of itself. That's a whole different topic. But nonetheless, that need to be what that Cat Williams pop up in my head. You need to be in tune with your star motherfucking player.
That's you know what I'm saying? And
in
like
tune
you said,
with
it's
your
all like
star. In
uh
tune with your star player.
Me personally, tighten up. Yeah, that's right. Tighten up.
In tune with your star player, and that is yourself. Me, myself, and I definitely said that was the case. I had the conversation with a friend the other day. 2023, we not doing no toxicity. I don't care if you mama, daddy, brother, sister, cousin, baby daddy, or child.
If you so happens to look up and made it to 23 in sheep's clothing,
this is true.
you ain't gonna make it through January. I'm gonna go ahead and let you know. I don't got time for it. Why people trying to hug on and hold on to leeches? Leeches could be family members. Draining your energy. They ain't got to be finances. Y'all always thinking about other stuff. It could just be dramatics. Everybody needs someone to talk to. That's what physical therapies and behavior health and all of that. Well, physical therapy is for your body. That's what behavior health and all of those is for. Use your benefits. Everybody who talk to somebody ain't crazy. If you talking to somebody about what you got going on, you already talking to somebody already. At least the doctor is confidentiality.
Right.
You be so worried about, oh, they're gonna think I'm crazy, or that's it. That's y'all problem. You too in tune with the world think about you. That Photoshop filter for clout.
And it has an expiration date on it.
They got expiration dates too. They just ain't paying no attention to it.
Mm-hmm.